You're tired
Is he not
of hearing it
talking?
at this point. But there is a huge announcement that Twitch made that people are quite upset about.
Oh God, here we go.
Well, Tips, the leader of OTK, said if this change goes through, OTK will be leaving Twitch, which is crazy because they are one of the most viewed organizations on Twitch. Also added the CEO. Pretty bold move. And if you just search up Twitch right now and go through all of Twitter, people aren't happy. It's
really?
how Twitch manages to make the most dog shit changes imaginable. I don't say it lightly, but I think this is a legitimate situation where streamers should consider boycotting Twitch. Twitch is changing sponsorship guidelines to be so restrictive that it makes it impossible for streamers to even advertise. Okay.
That is true. I saw this.
Let's first address what the fuck everybody's talking about. And it all started with a single
Max Taylor Games is he watching my stream, Patty? Nah, he's not. He's not.
Guidelines.
He's got the best ass on TikTok. No cap.
You could imagine has somewhat made the entirety of Twitter implode, talking about Twitch. But what is the actual content of it? It started with point 1, which is branded content disclosure tool. Basically, now when you do a branded stream, you have to disclose it, which is a law in the US of A at the very least. It is a good thing. You should know when you are watching branded content as a viewer.
That is true.
Check this little box, then it'll be embedded into the stream.
We never got a sponsor. We never got a sponsor chat for Twitch, so we don't have that problem yet.
Point 1,
but
not a problem. But like most shit sandwiches, it's not the top layer of bread you have to worry about. It's what's in the middle, which is point 2, prohibited brand sponsorship formats.
Okay.
We recognize that streamers want to collab with brands, but as outlined in the TOS, we maintain the exclusive right to sell, serve, and display ads on Twitch services. This means that you may not insert, embed, or burn in pre-recorded ad units into your live streams. What does that mean? Well, they gave a nice little infographic. Somebody worked really hard at Twitch to make these graphics. They look really good, but they made a lot of people upset. So let's go through it. Here are the formats permitted for ads that streamers might want to run on their Twitch channel.
Let's
see. You can do panels, which is like the thing below. Basically the description, something nobody actually reads. You can showcase products, fair enough. You can include links, or maybe have like a pinned link or a Moo bot that posts the link occasionally in the chat. You can discuss products and be like, wow, check out my very cool Nintendo Switch Joy-Con. It has drift still. I don't know how that's legal. And you can play sponsored games.
I mean, that's pretty fair. I mean, you guys see on my stream, I always... Oh, wrong screen. I always have product placement in my streams, you know, like a month by mousepad business and everything. But, like, I don't see what's so bad about that yet.
Right, that's all fine. But what are the non-permitted ones? The ones with limitations. The ones that started the shitstorm that has caused Twitter to lose their mind. Well, the first one, logos on stream. On-stream brand overlays are limited to 3% of screen size.
Isn't 3% like really small? Like, chat, 3% is like if I were to put this on the screen, it's like maybe like this little top corner, like this. It's pretty small. 3% is pretty fucking small.
This is crazy. I've never even heard of this before, especially the limitation of 3%. Partially because that is weirdly specific. I don't even know what 3% of a screen is. Luckily, some other people found out what it is. Turns out this is 3%.
Yeah, like see, look, chat, look at that. That's small as hell.
This is it in square form. This is it in banner form, and this is it if you were to put it on the side. It is fucking tiny. Yeah, it is literally smaller than my webcam. It is not a large part of the screen. So that would impact a lot of banner ads that people regularly do on their Twitch streams. And then the second one is the one that people are very stressed out about, which is that streamers are not allowed to insert video ads directly into their streams.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Because, like, chat, remember when I did the hoodie things on stream where I would, like, press the button and then the hoodie ad would come on? Like, that is such a good converter, because a lot of people don't like watching the Twitch ad, so when they get back, like if they get hit with something like that, it's more personal to the streamer, and it converts a lot better for a lot of brands. So like not having that at all is kind of that's a little sus.
So this is basically like you are sponsored by Campbell's Soup, and then you play a Campbell's Soup ad while you are streaming for 60 seconds, and
what's
then
up,
it's back to you jerking off, watching the button, whatever the hell's going on. And they said no, that you cannot do that. And then
Okay.
there's a couple additional ones saying, hey, you can't do banner ads, which
Like you can't do a banner at the bottom of your screen, I'm assuming. That's kind of stupid.
I guess would also fall under the 3% anyway. And then you can't have any burned in audio ads, which I've never heard about. I guess that's like if you're doing a podcast maybe, and you have like a podcast
Yeah, maybe.
ad
That's
read,
kind of stupid
apparently
though.
that's also not allowed to happen.
Would you go back to kick if Aiden Ross left? Yeah, 100%. If Aiden Ross and Gutzyaiden left, and there was a lot less controversy and brand risk with going to that platform, then I would 100% go. But at the same time, I think like for me, a lot of it comes down to liking Twitch more, just liking the brand more. And if like, you know, if Twitch were to go downhill, obviously I'd figure out what I want to do, but honestly, I don't care. I mean, even with Twitch now, people are more likely to sub on Twitch. People are more likely to be in my chat on Twitch because it's just like a better place to be when it comes to everything else. I mean, yeah, a lot of people complain about the money part of it, but for me, it's like, I don't make that much money on Twitch to begin with. And even when I switched to Kick, I wasn't making like the amount of money that I thought I would be, right? Because I think it's kind of a sod. Like Kick is trying to get you to switch over so they get more money and more members, right? But a lot of it comes down to trying to get people in the door. So what do, right? What you do is you kind of give a false reality of like, hey, 95.5, this is awesome. Take this, go, you know? Like that's like, it's kind of like a casino. You have all the flashing lights outside, and you've got all these people like saying, oh, come here, we'll give you $10 free to play, right? You still go in there and you still spend money. You still play, you still gamble, you still lose money to the casino, right? With Twitch and Kick, it's no different. Like, Kick is saying, here, 95.5, come over, you know, no ads. Like, come on, we got all this shit, we're cool. But then on the flip side, you have less people in your streams because, again, not everyone's going to be on the platform. You're going to have less money being made unless you're getting abundance of subs. Because even if you get like 10, 15 subs, like say I had 15 subs on Kick and then 70 on Twitch, it's the same thing money-wise, you know? And then you're also going to have the people that just are blatantly abusing Kick and what it's for. And then you have like the people that are just like posting shit. And then you want to think about like why they're paying 150 million to Aiden Ross. Why? Bro is a brand risk. Bro literally switched, but he was the first guy to switch to Kick, and like all of it was just a brand risk again. And I feel like it just should have been like way less. Like I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know.
All of these things just outright banned, and this is
thank you for the raid, by the way. It's all stupid as fuck. No one wants to make money. Yeah. I don't want Twitch. I don't want you guys to think that I'm pro Twitch or I'm pro anything. Right now, like I like Twitch because of the experience, the chat that I have, the community I already have on here. I don't want to just like switch that and like lose what I built a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Main thing people are upset about, which I think is pretty fucking dumb by Twitch.
Yeah, it's a pretty stupid move.
This is the main way that people who run huge events are able to make money.
Yeah, including esports, including like big events that like Ludwig or Cutie Cinderella puts on, like Rip the Streamer Awards. Like there's so many things that like we just don't realize get funded by like these ads per se. Like an example, like the Streamer Awards that Cutie Cinderella put on last year, right? Like there was a family sponsor, and then there was I think even Twitch sponsored it. But there was a couple different sponsors for that event that allowed them to show ads to then basically pay for the event. And a lot of streamers don't have the money just to out of pocket these events. Like it's just interesting.
Including me. That's how I make most of my money. Now I'm on YouTube, so it's not as big of a problem for me.
Yeah.
But for my Mogul Chess Boxing,
yep.
Here's a baked-in mid-roll ad from Cash App.
Yep.
Do you think strength?
Oh, come on. Don't do that shit to me.
That is all it is. It's a total baked-in ad that would not be allowed under the current Twitch guidelines. Similar to the KFC ad that we recorded that aired during the Streamer Awards. Another ad that just wouldn't be able to be aired.
Yep.
Which is part of the reason they pay the big bucks, those big sponsors, to be able to make events like that happen in the first place.
And it was really cool. And I think this is also something that I've always wanted to do, is make an event that was sponsored by someone. so that I could like give back to my community and also like have really cool events. But I think this hurts a lot of streamers when it comes to that. Like,
and somebody on Twitter, Brian, said, the more I think about it, the more insane this is. Literally no event can run on Twitch under these guidelines. Tournaments, league, charity, all of them violate these in so many ways.
True.
So I looked into it, and he's right. I mean, literally, this is a Twitch Prime Gaming, or I guess an Amazon Prime gaming banner giveaway.
Yep.
This is an ad right here, and it is well over 3% and breaks the rule of inserted, burned-in display ads.
Yep.
That's not allowed under
True.
the current guidelines.
I'm trying to watch it, not pause it much,
I
but
believe that Twitch is probably trying to target some specific groups of people, and they're not going to blanket punish everyone across the board. But they could be punishing individual creators. Now, part of the reason I believe this, and I guess we'll break this into two groups here. People who are going to give Twitch the most charitable interpretation, people who are going to give Twitch the least charitable interpretation.
I got it.
Now, if we're going with the latter, if we're going with the least charitable interpretation, this means Twitch is going to outright cannibalize every single ad that anybody was trying to do.
Doubt
any
it.
Individual creator, any esports organizer.
I doubt that.
And make them do it through Twitch exclusively.
Doubt
and
that.
Maybe there's some supporting evidence, like when they tweeted out a month ago, we're testing new experiences to connect streamers and brands by making sponsored streams work better for our community. So they already have things in place to improve their ad sales to their creators, and now they're removing the other options for creators, so you have no option but to
just
do
subscribe on
ads.
Twitch. You didn't share it, so you got to share it. But yeah, thank you for the subscription, though. I see the badge next to your name. Thank you.
It's through Twitch.
I'll get to your message in a minute, Pound.
What's the most charitable? They're getting up to date with a lot of the rules.
Thank you.
Other websites.
They give it 2 months. Much love, bro.
YouTube. Embedded third-party sponsorships and ads in YouTube content. YouTube creators cannot include promotion, sponsorships, or other advertising.
Yeah, YouTube has the same rule, but the difference between YouTube and Twitch doing it is Twitch doesn't know how to moderate fairly across their platform, whereas YouTube does, and that's the difference that I'm talking about. Like YouTube, you go through any video and you'll see a sponsored ad, and they have a paid promotion thing in there, and it's like there, you know.
For third-party sponsors or advertisers in their videos, where YouTube offers a comparable ad format, including, but not limited to, pre, mid, and post-roll ads. AKA,
that is true.
You shouldn't be allowed, according to YouTube, to have a 60-second ad that you burn into your video that talks about...
But that happens all the time.
I don't know.
That happens all the time.
And how they have bad drift. Apparently, that wouldn't fly. But if you've watched YouTube for more than a week, you know that does fly all the time. So I think it's some sort of policy that YouTube puts in place to punish groups of people that might be cannibalizing too much of their ad sales because they're doing it at scale rather than punish creators. And this is a more charitable interpretation, because this basically means Twitch's new guideline falls almost exactly in line with YouTube's guideline. The only caveat I'll say is logos. This one seems crazy still to me. And Twitch can also prove me wrong. This is a time will tell scenario. If in a month from now, Twitch is taking down every single creator who does have a burned-in ad, a 60-second mid-roll ad, or who does have a banner, then this is not at all what YouTube is doing. But in writing, it is the exact same. In practice, it could be a whole lot different. This thing, still crazy to me. I don't know where this 3% came from. It seems really specific. It seems way too punishing. But I am hoping that this is Twitch's way of trying to target a group of people who is taking up too much of their ad sales because maybe they're doing it at scale, and less so a way to specifically target individual creators who are doing ad sales, who are trying to make money, to make ends meet, because at the end of the day, that is most Twitch streamers. Most Twitch streamers aren't the top 0.0001%.
Thank you.
When you think of Twitch streamers, it is people who are just making enough to live or have a good
barely
side hustle going.
Barely.
And this brings me to the bigger point here, which is that Twitch has a PR problem. At its core, that is Twitch's biggest issue. Nobody is going to give Twitch a charitable interpretation for anything they're doing, because they have done nothing but make bad decisions over the past 2+ years. Not only make bad decisions, but the way they announce these decisions is always articles that they post at 4 a.m. that are cold, cut and dry, that don't actually answer the questions people want to know.
Thank you.
They even have an FAQ at the bottom of this huge article they posted, and all of the FAQ is about the branded content announcement, aka point 1 of the 2 points, the branded content disclosure tool. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Yet every single question is about branded content and disclosure, with the exception of one all the way down here, which is what do you mean by burned in ads? And it just clarifies that you're not allowed to have any mid-roll ads.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a lot better if Twitch were to be more personable. And they just got a CEO who is doing interviews with VTubers who seems a little more hip. So why not have like a sit-down conversation and say, hey, these are our new guidelines. This is why we're...
And I think this is going to be the difference. I think this is going to be the difference between people hating Twitch and people liking Twitch. Dan Clancy came into this industry and he's actually asking streamers what they want to know. And I think this is a huge change and step in the right direction because everyone wants to immediately see Twitch's downfall. But a lot of the people that have been on Twitch for years and years really want to see Twitch win. Like, we don't want to see the platform just go away. Like, yeah, I've hated on Twitch in the past, but it's like a love-hate relationship. Like, some months I love Twitch and some months I hate it because it's like we get a dumb integration like this, you know? And so I think like at the end of the day, streamers are just mad that Twitch isn't the way that they want it to be. And like, if you look at like Twitter, like you see all these people complaining and then you see Kick now going, hey, look at guys, look at this 95, we'll pay your, you know, we'll pay your contract outage. Like, guys, you guys realize that like this, their whole marketing strategy is to be against the opposition in the way of like trying to be better than them. Right now, it's cool that they're doing certain things, but there's a lot of things that are unknown about their platform, where they're making money, where their revenue's coming from, how they're making it, how they're making their sign up base, like their people, their watching base. Like, are they actually watching? Are there a lot of view bots? Are they actually making you know, strides and getting rid of Aiden Ross? Like, there's so many of these things that we just don't know about Kick that people are just kind of willingly to switch over because of 95.5 and then, you know, like and a lot of different things. And trust me, I was one of the people that fell for that shit too. But you go on the platform and you go and you look at some of these streamers and it's like doing crack on the side of the road with Ice Poseidon. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You're just gonna ruin the ad experience when they do come to the platform. Because of TOS, Twitch Terms of Service isn't just a TOS like, oh my god, it's so bad. There's reasons behind it. Legal reasons that you can't just do this shit, right? But since it's like freedom of the internet or whatever, right? They think it's okay, but there's like stupid shit on Kick where you're like, how is this allowed? You know what I mean?
We're doing it. We're trying to keep up to date with other competing websites like YouTube or whatever it is. It would feel a whole lot better if the message came from a human who seems like they care, rather than an article that is trying to be shoved into the anal cavities of 4 a.m. only to be posted by some Twitter journalists like Zach, and then talked about by every streamer known to man, who hates the small little read they did about it. I don't know. It just seems brain dead that they haven't figured that out by now and they haven't changed it. But that's where we currently sit with Twitch. And
they did post the response saying we're sorry and shit like that. But if I'm honest, it felt kind of like, you know, we got some backlash, so we're just gonna put out an apology and be like, sorry guys, that's not what we meant, but that's what we really meant, and we don't mean it, I promise. Like, it's just, oh Jesus, it's so bad. What's up, Mathis? Welcome to Shame. Yeah, it's so bad, man. I don't know what to think. Lo has a logo on the top of his stream for a Mavix sponsorship, so what the heck? Yeah. I've rogued my rogue energy badge. It's so annoying to remove it. I guess you don't have to do, like, at least you don't, I wouldn't remove it just yet. I think that they're gonna not even go through with this because of how much hate they did, but if they do end up going through with it, then a lot of streamers will switch platforms.